everybody doing today? What a interesting day today. What an interesting day today. How's everyone doing today? Let's see. It is the late afternoon, so most of y'all are getting out of work. And if you want to see, green screen. I don't want a green screen. Oh no. Oh no. How do we get out of the green screen? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, all right, we're good. We're better. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, out of the green screen, guys. Out of the green screen. How is everyone doing today? Technical difficulties on the live. Let me think. What is a random thought that I had today? I mean, I guess I have a random thought today. Is that what I find very interesting is that doctors and lawyers are just kind of like they're only as good as the information they retain, right? And they're supposed to be some of the smartest people we know. You know, doctors, lawyers, they're highly educated, right? But sometimes I think about it and they are no different than like ChatGPT, I want to say. It's very interesting because do you guys consider a dentist a lawyer, a doctor? Um, I think about this because my father-in-law recently went in to get his teeth cleaned, and I guess he's been suffering from like headaches, or he's been having a hard time like staying up. Like it's kind of like vertigo, I guess, if you guys know what that is. Like he just gets nauseous and dizzy when he stands up. He's older now, right? And so he was going in to get his teeth cleaned, and the dentist told him that maybe it's his teeth that's causing him to have these dizzy spells. And then he was like, "Really? You think so? It's my teeth?" He's like, "Yeah, it could be your teeth. Maybe let's check it out." So he's in there already for a teeth clean. So he's like, dentist is looking, and I guess he said that, you know what? It's this tooth here. It's causing you lots of issues. You need a root canal. And he was like, "Really? I need a root canal?" He's there for a routine cleaning. And you know, the thing about going to the dentist, it's like you go every once in a while and you just hope that whatever you're doing to take care of your teeth is enough, right? Like you go there and they kind of check your teeth and they judge you. They're like, "Oh, you didn't floss enough, or you need to brush your teeth more." And so it's like a ritual that we go through to kind of get judged. We get judged by this medical guy, this dentist, if you consider them doctors, I don't know. But so he's telling my father-in-law, "Hey, you need a root canal. This will solve your problems." And he's been suffering from this dizziness or whatever for a while. So he's like, "Okay." So he gets the root canal done, and it turned out to be like $800 or something like that. And guess what, y'all? It was not the problem. It was not it at all. So you just got me thinking, like, you know, you go into these places and you trust them to know what they're talking about. And so he just got a root canal for no reason. And that makes me chuckle a lot. I don't know why. It makes me laugh inside that he got a root canal for no reason. Like this dentist basically upsold him to getting, like, imagine if the dentist did a different thing where you go in to get a teeth clean and then he upsells you to get one of your teeth pulled. Like, and oh, and this just makes me think about how funny, how interesting it is that a lot of these guys, you know, the dentists, the doctors, doctors especially, you guys don't think about this a lot, but I think about it every time I go to the dentist or in the doctor's office, that they spend years, right, um, going to medical school, learning all these different skills and trades and all kinds of different things, right? But then by the time they get to their office, and everything, they become salesmen. Right? Like, if you really break down the business of being a doctor, you're what are you trying to do most of the time? You're trying to upsell medication or procedures, or even dish out referrals to other doctors so they can upsell, or they can get some kind of procedure done, or just charge the insurance company. So I just think I thought that was very funny, that there's probably something there to this, where they spend all this time with their books, and it's hours and hours of studying books and more books, exams, just to become salesmen. The job that literally, if you look online right now, it says any sales job, it says zero experience needed. Zero experience needed. And so you spend all that time in medical school to become a salesman, right? Which is a job that almost all of them, anytime you see a sales job, it literally says zero experience needed. It's the first job that you can get if you don't want to be working at fast food. You could become a sales guy, and that's what I did. I became a sales guy because I didn't want to work in fast food, and there were when you're straight in college or in high school, there were only two jobs that you can get. Either you could do sales, or you could be in fast food or retail. And I chose the salesman route. But I always thought that was very interesting, that that route that uses zero experience is almost exactly the same as if I went to medical school. Because think about it, imagine if instead of a medical professional, you could just put a car salesman inside the medical office, and he'll do almost the exact same thing. They go in there, they check you out for like 2 seconds, and it's literally the same thing every single time. Like the assistant, the nurse, or the training doctor or whatever, they come in, they get your blood pressure, they check your vitals, and then the doctor just basically comes in, for at least if you're doing a general checkup, right? Like, you think about it, they went to medical school to basically weigh you, check your blood pressure, and just look at you. Like, that's literally 80% of the time what they're doing. Every once in a while, they're gonna get like a case where they need to know something, but most of the time, when you go into the doctors for a checkup, they just weigh you, take your vitals, and you're out. And so think about this. Okay, you can just get a nurse or a training person to do that part, right? The vitals part. It's literally weighing somebody and getting their vitals. And these days with the machines, I mean, back in the day, I understood they had to do the thing where they put the strap on your arm, and they had to pump it, and then they had a like watch, and then they had to count in their head how many beats your heart is going compared to the pressure, and they'd have to figure it out, right? But these days they have all these machines, the oxygenator one, the one that puts the light on your finger. They have the digital thermometer now. They have the automatic blood pressure one. Like, so that's a whole thing they don't need. And you could just step on a scale. Before, they had to learn you had to learn how to balance the scale, which was super inaccurate, because if they have a heavy hand, they could just move it one way or the other, right? But now, like, so you can get like a car salesman, put them in a doctor's suit, and then I swear they can really rock it if they really wanted to, because there's no difference. They're just like, oh yeah, you have this problem. You know what? They just send any. So that the salesman guy, his job should be just to dish out referrals and just keep you moving. Like, oh, you need these pills, and they're like, really? I need I need Blue Chew. Like, yeah, 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 you need that. They just dish out the most random pills, and you're like, what, really? Because sometimes it feels that way, where they my I have a buddy that gets subscriptions, like I think it's like calcium pills or something like that, and he gets them once a week, once a month, or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I remember it was something calcium. And I only know this because one time I went with him. It's like a buddy's trip. Like, hey, yo, like, what are you doing today? I'm not doing anything. You wanna just hang out? And I just hung out with him for the day. And I remember we ended up going to like CVS to get some subscriptions or whatever for him. And he got some like calcium pills and stuff. And I was like, oh, what is this for? And he said he had a doctor that's prescribed it to him like a while ago. And I was like, oh, what is it for? He's like, oh, I don't even remember. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah. And I was like, do you take them? And he's like, oh, I take them every once in a while. And then I was thinking to myself, like, but it's like 5, $10 or so every time he gets it. And he's like, oh, it's not that much. But I'm like, yeah, but that's 5 or $10 a month or so that you don't need to spend. And he was like, oh, and I was like, and you don't take them all, right? And he's like, yeah. And then we get to his house, right? And he shows me a cabinet, and he's got a whole cabinet because he's been getting these pills for years, I guess. He's got like a whole cabinet of them. And I'm like, why do you continue to get them? And he's like, well, the doctor told me that I needed it. And every week or every month or so, he gets a reminder that they just autofill it, right? So CVS, they know every month that he's supposed to get these pills, and they just make it for him. They send him a reminder, and he comes, picks it up, and he spends 5 or $10 every time. And I'm like, that's crazy because I don't know, you guys know this, but I believe most doctors get some sort of kickback on the subscription. So that's why they're always that every time you go, they want to push at least something on you so they can get the money from the insurance company, the copay that you went to go in, and then they get a little bit of something on the side from the subscription. So every single time you go, they try to get you to leave at least something. And yeah. So I guess that's what happened with him, where especially if you're healthy, they try to prescribe you some kind of pill. Maybe it's harmless, maybe it could just be vitamins or whatever, but since it's through their referral program, it's like a affiliate link for them, where they just get credit for it. So now every time you order it, they maybe get like 20 cents, and then you do that, like 20, 30 times a day. That adds up to big bucks, big dollars. And yeah, so I was thinking, like, he just has cabinets of these calcium pills, and they're just sitting there. So that's what I was thinking about today, that I don't know how I don't know how we even got here. I don't know how we got here. Oh, I was thinking about my father-in-law and the dentist that upcharged them to get a root canal for no reason. Insane in the membrane. Insane, insane, insane. What else is going on in the news? I believe I saw that I guess somehow Jay-Z got. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not the story. The story was that apparently I guess Jay-Z also has some kind of suit or something. Jay-Z, P. Diddy, one of them also has a law case right now, and I guess it's getting dropped because one of the main witnesses was coerced in giving a testimony by her attorney, and it's having a trickle down effect because this lawyer is also involved in the Diddy case. I gotta look more into it, but that's the 10,000-foot view of what is going on over there. What else is going on? I saw that I don't know which part of the country you guys are in, but I saw that Las Vegas is struggling. I guess the new younger generation are not into they're not into these games anymore. Maybe everything's moving online. Who knows? And then when I saw that headline, I was thinking about how interesting that the card games have not changed in a gajillion years. They're like I don't know why. I just find it very interesting that in the age of digital games, we have like super advanced games now that with all these crazy graphics. But these old card games, let's just say like poker or something like that, is still a thing. And I don't know why. I just find it very interesting that poker has survived to this point when it's a pretty basic game. Even 21, like think about it, they don't really make new. Well, I'm surprised there isn't a person that their job all day is to invent new card games. like like for Vegas, they have new card games, but they never make it to Vegas level. But yeah, I just find that very interesting that some of these games have lasted for so long. I don't know if anyone's ever thought about this before, but like how chess was played back in medieval days, right? And it has just survived from that point to this point. And these are the thoughts that enter my mind sometimes, where chess, for some reason, is coming back, and it's not. If you really think about chess, right? It's really not that complicated of a game. It's actually, if you watch chess at a high level or whatever, it is straight up memorization. It is basically a memorization test because there are only so many moves that you can make at almost every single point, and anyone that's a real chess person knows this. There are sets of moves that you have. So this, for example, if someone moves, I don't know, the pawn to this point here, there are only so many combinations of what can happen next. And then it's basically from there you eliminate what are the best moves that you can do and what are the possible moves your opponent would make. What are the best moves your opponent would make? And that's where I guess where the mind game comes. But even from there, it is, well, if you move your pawn here, I'm gonna move my pawn here. Like that is the best move that they can do, and then that that's the best move that they can do, and then they know that that's the best move you can do, and you guys keep going until someone makes a mistake at some point and go and did not do the best move. Maybe you did the second best move, and once you do the second best move, they already know the next sequence of events that goes down. And so that's why I was trying to say that chess, in a way, if you really break it down, it's a memorization game where the moves are actually set. It was just that we're all too dumb to remember all the moves. And people like those grandmasters, they know all the different sets of moves. And that's why the computers are so hard to beat because they know the moves. Like there are computers. It's been proven already. There are computers there that they beat, Magnus Carlsen all the time because whatever his name is, Big Magus. um, because the computer knows all the optimal moves, and if you just make a mistake at some point and did the third best move, the second best move, the worst move, it knows what are the possible combinations for it to end the game because there's only so many moves. Um, and so yeah, I don't know why everyone thinks that, oh my god, you play chess, you must be so smart. No, you just memorize a bunch of stuff. And I don't know if I told you guys before about memorization. In this day and age, memorization is not that important of a skill. It is a cool skill to have because you can quickly do things, but in the age that everyone has a smartphone and can fact check and look everything up anytime they want, quicker than you can recite big chunks of data, knowing how to use the data is more important than memorization. So yeah, I'm surprised that chess is still a thing. Like anytime you have a thing that a computer can do more efficiently, I don't understand how that's a still thing. Because you gotta work on maybe this is getting too kind of weird now, but like I feel like if you do a thing and a computer can do it way better, you need to learn how to do something else that a computer cannot do. For example, right? The computer, I don't know if you guys have played a lot of online games. The computer cannot play um like League of Legends or a shooter game or any of that nature. Like a bot computer is not there. So I'm surprised that people are still into chess so much when literally a computer can beat 99% of the players out there. While a computer trying to play like let's just say like Fortnite or League of Legends or any of those games, they would get dominated. I know there was a movement before to try to get that they were working on some AI to play League of Legends or something like that. I wonder whatever happened to that. No one ever talks about that. People always talk about. Oh, how's my second favorite Asian? Who's your favorite Asian, Mr. Professor Oak? um, I was just talking about how chess is a completely outdated game, and I'm surprised that people. Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan. Oh, we Rumble in the Bronx was a very good movie. And I was talking about how chess is a completely outdated game that, if you really think about it, it's just oh, Rush Hour. Oh, you want to go Jackie Chan's best movies? Let me think. Rush Hour or Rumble in the Bronx? Ooh, that's hard. I mean, they never made. I guess they. Oh, thanks. They never made a Rush Hour. They never made a Rumble in the Bronx too. So I guess Rush Hour is the best one until you get to Rush Hour 3. I'm trying to remember which one has Zhang Jiji. she she was my like I remember when I was that was like the my crush. That was the Asian crush right there. Like that she was like the like she had that look that just like she's got that perfect bad girl look that you just like whoa. And you know she'll mess you up. That's funny that I was just thinking now you remind me of Zhang Jiji. Um I feel like her career can go so much further if she just learned English. Ah! I remember that was her limiting factor. If you guys remember, she was starting to get pretty big, but her limiting factor was her English was trash. And she just couldn't fully cross over. And yeah, her English was trash. Like think about what's very interesting now too is that if you watch the old ooh, okay, Bulk, that's actually a very interesting thing. I was telling my buddies with all the new AI technology and our phones and stuff that literally anybody could be making their own movie or video right now. Like it's all willpower. All willpower, you know? Like as long as you want to do it. Like get ChatGPT, to come up with the script, refine the script. Okay, I hate this. I hate this so much. People that use ChatGPT and don't take the time to reread what it says. Like literally, it is the tool that you need to use, right? And yeah, come up with a script. You have a phone. Get you have all the AI video generators now for all your B footage or whatever. You can make your own movie. Put it out on YouTube. You could be the next Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai, if you guys don't know the story, they started as a YouTube show. And they shot everything for YouTube and it just blew up. And then, boom, look at them now. They're on the 80,000th season. Oh, yeah. Me and my wife talk about this all the time that all the old movies are still so good. I think, or maybe this is a thing that you're getting old. That you know how like your parents they get old and they get stuck in their black and white movies or whatever. Maybe we're getting old and we're now stuck in that 90s, early 2000s, like those movies. And I think what doesn't help is Hollywood is continuously remaking old movies because they run out of ideas. But yeah. Okay. Well, I get that lack of attention span, but you know how like when some people zig, you want to zag? Let's zag. Everyone's doing short form content. Let's go the opposite way. We'll go full on long like we'll go full on um like just like long form. Like because there's a trend right now that is people crave authentic real stuff because everything is so edited now and so fake online that people like people being real. Stop zooming. You know what? Clorox bleach. Boom. Wait. Oh my god. That's an eyeball. Sorry. We want nose. Oh my god. Eyebrow. All right. Oh my god. Eyebrow. You asked for this. Oh, wait. That's nose. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You called for this bleach. Um, this is your fault. I just lost like 80,000 subscribers and I'm going down the tube right now. um, People are craving authentic people, right? And so you want to go long. You want to go like instead of editing, I'm not. No one's editing anything anymore. That's the key now. Telling you guys the secret. That's the key. We're gonna make our own movie. This is how it's gonna start. Where do we want to go? You want to do Rumble in the Bronx too? All right. This is what I'm trying to remember exactly how Rumble in the Bronx ended. I remember they have a fight scene. They saved the grocery store. All right. Rumble in the Bronx 2 will be about gentrification. That's what it's going to be about. Oh, you know what? That's what it was about before, right? So didn't some wealthy investors or someone pay the gangsters because they wanted the location because they wanted to build like a super mall? All right. Rumble in the Bronx 2 is about, you know what? Just do the same thing again. Wealthy investor comes in and wants to buy the strip mall area again. But this time, Jackie's old and he's got kids with the grocery store lady. I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time since I watched From the Bronx, okay? And it's about the kids, okay? Oh my god, I'm becoming a Hollywood hack. I feel the story becoming crappy already. He's got kids and he goes to school and the school has another kid and that kid is from oh my god. Oh, I'm trying to remember. Okay, Rumble in the Bronx. Wait, no. Rumble in the Bronx had that really hot chick and she had a brother that couldn't walk. Okay. Okay, but I'm trying to sorry. I'm trying to remember exactly, and I'm trying to create a movie here, okay? You think Hollywood guys just come up with movies overnight? It literally takes 2 days, okay? Not just one. Not one 10-minute session, okay? It takes 2 days at least to make a movie. Okay. I remember something about a Game Boy, something about a guy named Tiger. Okay, Tiger. I don't remember if he was a good guy or a bad guy. But Tiger has a kid. His name is Cub. Cub always wanted, he saw his father lose his fight to Jackie Chan, and Cub grows up. Hate in his heart. He wants that grocery store because getting the grocery store will avenge his father's honor. And Cub befriends Jackie Chan's kid. I don't remember if Jackie Chan gets with the hottie body sister or he gets with the grocery store owner lady. I just remember there was a hottie body dancer type girl that had a brother. But let's just say he gets with the grocery store lady because that makes more sense than him getting with the 20-year-old. Okay? He befriends Jackie Chan's kid, and they grow up to be best buddies. But secretly, he's been plotting. He's learning the grocery store secrets. He's learning where they get all their inventory from. He's learning uh, what their sales strategy is. And he grows up to open his own grocery store across the street. Rumble in the Bronx 2 is about two competing grocery stores. And they're battling to see who is the supreme grocery store. Every day it's literally Bob's Burger style. One guy comes out on a sales price, the other guy slashes it, you know, and then they get in street fights all the time. Every day they battle for suppliers. The supply truck comes in, they rob each other's supply trucks. Boom, boom, boom. Rumble in the Bronx 2. Sam's Club. That's what it's called. Jackie Chan's kid is gonna be named Sam, and I already told you Tiger's kid is named Cub. So Rumble in the Bronx 2, Sam's Club. And boom, we just did it. All right, okay, we got a movie premise. We'll work on all the details later. Now we just need funding. But literally, come on. I'm pretty sure we can CGI everything. All right, you guys heard it first. I'm gonna think about this a little more. We're gonna find a location and we'll shoot a trailer for Rumble in the Bronx to Sam's Club. But remember this. we're gonna make it happen. I think one of my favorite skits online is the Keely and Peely. I don't know if you guys have seen this one, where he's shooting a music video, and as the music video is going, they show you the cost of everything and they have a budget. Wait, recreation of old movies, but have to change the titles because of legal reasons. All right, we're not gonna call it Rumble in the Bronx then. We're gonna call it, what's another word for Rumble? Fumble in the, what's next to the Bronx? Jersey? We're gonna call it fumble in the dock. Fumble in the dock. Sam's Club. So yeah, there we go. See, fumble in the Bronx, Bronx docks. This is close enough. Fumble in the docks, and it's about them doing a shipment war all the time. All right, I think that's it for today. I gotta think more about this. Thanks for coming, guys. We'll talk. We're gonna